Analog horror. Fuck. I don't know why I said thank you. No one helped me in that situation. Thank you, brain. But analog horror. I really like those.
Watched the gameplay and thought, okay, sick acid trip. If you want an acid trip,
thank you,
play
Pasta.
play Yume Nikki, play any of the games that were inspired by Yume Nikki or inspired Yume Nikki, like LSD Dream Simulator. Anal horror, yes. I mean, I've seen the video of the guy putting the jar up his ass.
But analog horror is very, very good. I like analog
It can
horror.
be.
Pasta, you helped. You just helped late. I appreciate the help.
It can be. I have some issues with a lot of analog, but I understand that, like, it's delivering on what it's promising for a lot of people. I saw somebody on my friends list today playing Yume. I believe you.
I like analog horror because it allows people who perhaps don't have a budget.
Yeah.
Like they don't have
it's allowing for low budget horror.
To create a horror franchise, which I love.
Shepard, you might just be having like a burnout. Like, get another hobby. Do other things. Spread your stuff out. Like, a lot of gaming is gonna just burn you out on gaming. I have like miniatures, I have like creative writing stuff that I do. Like, it's important to diversify your fraud, man.
Yeah. Try to draw, Shepard.
I would love to see Shepard try to learn to draw. Like, not even disparagingly saying that. Like, I would love to see what he would come up with. But there is the fear in my mind that it is just going to be like the drawing equivalent of when he wrote Grinch fanfiction.
Yes, not Shepard, Pasta, I agree. I also am a huge like fan of the found footage horror, and so analog horror kind of fills a void in that way.
My fanfiction is excellent. I'm sure it's great for somebody. I'm not the target audience. And I'm aware of this.
I am not a fan of fanfiction, period.
Draw Shrek not safe for work. He would do it.
What I am a fan of? So I might not like one of the first like LGBTQ-esque stories that I ever read online that wasn't like a fan fiction, but it was like a person's like original craft, was this series called The Last Pure Human. And it was like human race is like fucking like obliterated or whatever, but like somehow like a couple of humans have survived and one guy gets found and he's like, it's very much like TikTok AI slop, which is what's all on TikTok right now, which is one of the reasons why I don't go on it that much anymore. But it's like he gets found and he gets brought into this like alien race, and like one of like the princes like, I need a boyfriend. Occasionally I'll just go, let me go see if they've updated it, and they haven't. Desmond's showing up.
Hi, Desmond. Cursive only Marvel decks. Very funny. Very good.
Desmond, I want you to know I am currently crafting an emote, and it just says "Shut up, Desmond."
I'm so curious how that's gonna work.
I mean, it does. It just says "Shut up," but I'm going to hopefully title it "Shut up, Desmond."
Oh, like it's implied.
Yeah.
Shepard, you should get back into painting minis. I would love to actually just sit around and like build minis and paint with Shepard, because here's the thing. Shepard's gonna sit there and go like, oh, it's time consuming, oh, it's like it requires skill or whatever. I have techniques that I could teach Shepard that make it so that way you can paint a Nurgle army without actually having to be like neat and tidy or using a lot of skill.
Yeah, and then you could help Tyler.
I am not a
paint-
grape flavored jelly. I'm...
Is this also a goblin?
First I get Sour Bill, and now I get grape flavored jelly.
You're the one who decided to pick a purple goo, man.
It wasn't purple originally. Everybody started to do purple as a coloration because they didn't want to just do black.
Well,
they I didn't make the thing purple. Everybody was like, "Well, I want to do color variation."
this is what you get.
Also, do not eat me. Also, do not call me delicious looking.
That's my
Never seen
job.
you play shrines before? We had a suggestion to make a shrines deck the other night. I made a shrines deck really quick and dirty by filling it only with monks and other similar people. And now we have a shrines deck. Also, hi, Daddy. Also, I have no
Hi, Daddy.
idea what Mumby. That was just the name that popped up. Their
Goblin.
first time here. They might not be a goblin. Don't put this evil on
Damn
them.
it. You look like a tasty sour grape. Yeah, he does.
Don't want to be the vor guy. That's the other people.
The vor guy?
I don't want people to be talking about eating me, dude.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Twixie eats other people. You are getting eaten.
That's what I don't want to be. I don't want to be getting eaten. Sour Bill. I hate this. I hate this so much.
Well, sadly, you are past. You officially have things where I artistically can't help you.
If somebody tries to eat me, I'm gonna cut them from the inside out.
What if it was me?
No, you can't eat me either.
Okay.
I don't do being eaten. If I had to pick a side in that, I would pick the eating people, and I don't do that because I'm not a fucking cannibal. It might always come back to cannibalism, but it isn't me that's doing the cannibalizing. It's a talking about cannibals. Sounds cool.
friend-
Not yet.
I have a friend who has a pet piranha, and
What?
the piranha's name is Chomp. You can own piranhas. The piranha's name is Chompy, and he's a solo piranha because apparently piranha do engage in cannibalism occasionally. And so she started out with 3 piranha, and now she only has the 1 piranha.
Hey Brack, how's the milkers is a great question. Turn the evil on Brack. I'd get eaten if the zombie apocalypse happens. Eat me first. I know how to feel
If
about
the zombie
that.
apocalypse happens, I am blowing my own brains out immediately. I'm not dealing with this. I can't shower every day because like water's gonna go out and shit. No. Hello, lead moderator, pasta leech. So formal.
Addressing them by their formal title.
By their full government name.
I want to say survival of the fittest, but that'd be kind of messed up. I mean, to a degree I believe in it, but also to a degree I don't, because I genuinely am of the belief that, like, survival of the fittest doesn't actually lead to the most optimal version of your society. Why are they making my Go Shintai shrine... I can't speak. Go Shintai shrine stronger.
As someone who works at a law firm, I kind of know these things. So, it depends on the state that you...
Oh, that's why.
Country.
They were feeding. They were feeding. Sorry.
Because I want, in my will, I want it to be mandatory that when I get cremated, they have to keep my skull. My family, if I have any, has to keep my skull, and then they have to pass it down for generations like a family heirloom. You can't do that in the state in which I live.
Yeah, I don't know what the laws are around that in Canada.
So gotta get creative with it. Depending on the state, but like there is, I think it was Georgia that a wife was able to keep the femur bone of her husband's leg and turn it to a walking cane,
Man, that's pretty
as
neat.
said in his will. So I think it depends on where you live if you are allowed to meat the meat off of your actual back might be difficult because it will spoil. But or
And knowledge is
I mean,
half the battle.
technically speaking, if you put anything in formaldehyde, it's fine, right? So formaldehyde smells rancid.
I don't like this. I'm in a bad place, dude. Find a way for
Wow,
legal
all of those
cannibalism.
messages came in from Misty.
Wow, those messages did all load in all at the same time, huh?
Hello, Misty.
Misty, was there a problem? Did the internet freak out there? I think I'm fucked on this game.
I don't think Misty knows what's happening.
May have, but I wasn't aware of any of it. Misty, every single message that you sent at 10:24 exactly, all in one big successive line. Like
Yeah, all
it
in like
looked like
one
you
chunk.
spammed, yeah. The fuck? Yeah, it was a
So
little weird.
cannibalism might be more difficult because that is technically illegal.
Ooh.
Technically speaking, you could find a way to have them obtain your meat. And what they do with it after that is up to them. You know? Like, you could have in your will, I want my ashes to be to be tossed over a river in some like foreign country, but if like your family can't get there, it doesn't matter. They're gonna throw your fucking ashes in the dumpster, So like, you could be like, oh, I want them to have this part of my body. Not that we condone cannibalism. I'm just saying, legally speaking.
This is gonna go really badly. I'm gonna get fucking whomped by this fucking Marvel garbage.
Get yourself a family attorney. And maybe a malpractice one. I don't know why, I just feel like that's needed for some reason.
You might need a medical malpractice attorney for this kind of thing, yeah. Maybe, just maybe. Good way to get prion disease, true.
That's only if you eat the brain.
Isn't the only legal cannibalism if it's like survival? Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I can't see them faulting you for eating somebody on a desert island, but I can see them faulting you for eating somebody in, like, Maine. If millionaires can do whatever they want, so can I. I mean, they can't do whatever they want. They do still have some limitations.
Hey, Pasta, who said that? Oh, hey, Zenvi, the reason why millionaires can get away with whatever they want is because they have millions of dollars. So, what is life-changing for us is just an inconvenience for them. What state has the most cannibals? Is this gonna put me on a list?
I think we're already on a list.
California, of course. Oh, that's cannabis.
What an incredible pull. What state has the most cannibalism? Oh, sorry, they're talking about weed.
That's so funny.
Okay, the guy wasn't drinking his son's blood to make him immortal. He was injecting his son's plasma. Which isn't
Oh,
better, but,
Idaho.
like, it is less crazy. Idaho has a lot of cannibalism?
Idaho is the only state with a specific statutory ban on cannibalism. Every other state effectively prohibits the act through overlapping laws on murder, preventing the proper burial of a body. If you're looking for information on a specific historical event, I don't care. Okay, well, what? Okay, what's the word I'm thinking of? Historically, which state?
If Shepard was still here, I would bring up the fact that my mom went to his former workplace today, and all the food that they make sucks.
Okay, so the state historically that has the most cannibals is Colorado. And Virginia. Oh, I don't count that. Documented physical and historical evidence confirms the desperate, like, it's like Jamestown in fucking 1610 were eating people. Yeah, they were fucking dying, dude. I'd be eating meat. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, little Timmy. I want to live. I'm eating your fucking leg. Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Listen, soy sauce, I've tried many, can make anything taste, okay. I'm dunking little Timmy in some soy sauce. If I was starving. This is why you gotta get a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer, sadly.
This is why you're a gremlin, you say stuff like this? True.
Me?
I'm assuming that that was directed at you, yes.
Wow. Rude. I'm a goblin, not a gremlin.
You just had what happened to your fucking brother happen to you.
Yeah, I'm not Mexican, I'm Samoan. But see, he would tell people that and wherever you lived because it was so fucking redneck. People would be like, the fuck's a Samoan? And then we had to go, oh, that's right. And they go, oh, you mean Hawaiian? And eventually he went, yeah.
Sure,
Yep.
close enough, man.
Close enough, buddy. Bless your heart. According to... This is just what I'm reading. According to the internet, apparently they hypothesized that the most delicious part of the human body to eat is the fleshy part of the palm, because it's very similar to that of a chicken wing. So, do with that what you will.
I like the hypothesis of this when we have records of people eating humans, man. Also, Samoan Joe? Yeah, no, Samoan Joe's a real guy. I think he likes Warhammer.
Yeah, my brother sadly, I guess not sadly, but given where we lived, it was sadly, if you just take Maui from fucking Moana and make him like 6'4", that was my brother. And so he once got assaulted at a McDonald's with a fish hook because like a dude thought my brother was Mexican, and so he got stabbed in the head with like a really big fish hook. And they're like, go back to Mexico, and my brother's like, I'm fucking Pacific Islander, you asshole.
I'm not from there.
And then They didn't know, and then so we had to call the cops, and then they were like, "Oh, you're so and so's kid," because my mom's really popular, and uh,
No, he doesn't look like The Rock in a wig. He looks like cartoon Maui.
yeah,
He's very broad, and he used to be kind of fat.
yeah, big hair, like the really big
Fish
curly
hook.
hair. Yeah, so he was at like a McDonald's with his buddies after work or whatever, maybe drink. I don't know why they were at the McDonald's, and they were all getting like McFlurries and shit. It might have been drinking because I remember them being like they wanted fat, but anyway, they were standing there and I guess there was a bunch of fishermen that like came in behind them, and like one of the guys like was using like the fly fishing thing and caught it in my brother's scalp, like right above the eyebrow.
Not quite Bible Belt, a bit north of that. Although they did spend time in the Bible Belt.
Yeah, good old Kentucky. But yeah, so then my brother had to call the cops, and they're like, "Do you want to press charges?" And my brother was like, "Yeah, he stabbed me with a fish hook." The guys were like, "Oh, it was an accident," and then like thankfully, because it was during that time where like the smartphones were getting popular, so my brother was like recording them like ordering at McDonald's and being dumb, and so they were able to they had the recording of them being like, "Go back to your country." So
The lore never ends. It really doesn't.
that's not even
You don't
half of it.
accidentally stab somebody with a fish hook. You can, and I have seen people, but this is a very different set of circumstances than I whipped my fishing rod back on the boat.
Yeah. Like, I accidentally hit my dad in the abdomen with a nail gun. So.
That's a big one.
Because I didn't know. I thought that you had to have the nail gun pressed down to a thing in order for the nail to come out.
No, it's just a gun.
I was 7. I didn't know. I was like 7 or 8.
You shouldn't have had the gun then.
Because my dad didn't want to pay for someone to do the roof because we lived in an old church, right? So my parents bought a church that was abandoned and like refinished it or whatever. And the peak, like where the bell is, the tiles were kind of after like, "Oh, we'll go up there because I'm not gonna pay money to have," because it was like they wanted a lot of money to come out because it was so steep to fix it. So my dad's like, "We'll just fucking do it ourselves." And so we were up there, and I didn't know. I thought you had to have the gun pressed firm, like the nail gun pressed firmly against the roof, in order for a nail to come out. And so I pointed it at my dad and was like, "I'm Buffy the Vampire Slayer." And so he had a nail in his fucking abdomen and we had to take him to the hospital. I also got stabbed in the eye with a sword. So. Like, the sword went... It didn't pierce my eye, but it went... Because, so, my friend Heather found a sword in
Or like Buffy the Father Slayer.
My friend Heather found a sword and like an old rusty sword in her uncle's shed, and we were playing with it, and she swung up, like rapier swung up as I was leaning down to pick something up, and the sword went directly underneath my eyeball. So then I had to walk home because we were like 12. I had to like walk home holding this sword in my eye, and I get to the door and I'm like, "Hey mom, I think I gotta go to the doctor," and she starts to panic. My dad's laughing. He's like, "What is going on?" And so the doctors were more concerned about the potential infection I would get because the sword was rusted, covered in grime. We didn't wash it when we started playing with it, so it had spider webs and like oil all over.
I would panic too if I saw it. I'd be like, what the hell? Yeah, but you gotta realize, like, this is the same girl that had, like, a ton of
Rabies
worms.
shots from picking up. I did have a lot of worms as a child.
Also, like, you know, the one time with, like, the fucking wildcat.
Oh yeah, when I trapped a bobcat in the barn.
Think I gotta go to the doctor with the sword in your eye?
Yeah.
Well, she's a wild child. Oh, yeah. Now, contrast
Oh,
this with me, who the most wild that I ever got was one time a kid that I did not like came to my house to try to fight me at like 3 in the morning, and I told him no, and then he went, but there's coyotes out here, and then I went, okay, and then just closed the window.
you
Like,
got. Do you want to know? So when my mom would go to Kentucky without me and my brother,
hold on.
um,
Rachel, have you considered your luck is so ass as an adult because you spent it all as a kid getting stabbed by swords and picking up wild critters babies?
no, I didn't pick up a wildcat's baby. I picked up the wildcat. I picked the adult wildcat up, but maybe. But also my luck was shit as like a kid. So I fell in a frozen lake because I really wanted the rock that was out on the lake. So when I went to go pick up the rock, I fell through the ice. I got dragged 2.5 miles on the back of a golf cart on a dirt road because my friends didn't realize I fell off the golf cart, and this is when trip pants are really cool, and so my trip pant got caught on the loop that holds the like golf clubs in place, and so I got dragged 2 fucking miles, and my friends had no idea. Where was I going? There was something that I wanted to bring up because I thought it was so fucking funny.
You almost
Yeah, go
died
ahead.
of
That's
hypothermia
totally...
for a rock?
I did. Because I didn't know how to swim, so my friend Heather had to come pick me up, and the only way she could get me out was grabbing me by my hair and, like, reefing me out of the water.
So here's the thing.
Which is really...
Zenvi, you're new, so, like, this is all some of the really crazy stuff, but we also have additional layers of crazy stuff, like... One time to try to teach her a lesson about like self-reliance, her father just dropped her off at a random street corner in New York and then went, figure it out.
New York City, and was like, you have to get to this location.
Listen, when you're talking about New York, you just need to say that for most people.
And so in order to, he was like, you have $5 to get from this location to this location. And so all I did was go into a stranger's home, and I was like, my dad just abandoned me. Can I please borrow your phone? I called like a taxi to come pick me up and take me there.
I mean, that is thinking with your head, though.
I thought I did great, honestly. There was the time where, oh, that's where I was going. So my dad was not a smart man. And he was smart numbers-wise, but everything else he was really fucking stupid. And so I remember when my mom would go to Kentucky and wouldn't take us, which I was like a little upset about because like, hey, like the Pray the Gay Away camp, glad I didn't have to go there, but like I did enjoy like noodling and stuff, you know? But
yeah, I liked cat fisting.
I like cat fisting, yeah. But context clues.
Tiny spider.
But
it's crushed now.
So I once got hurt. I cut my arm open somehow, and my dad didn't know how to fix it, and he was like, I really don't want to take you to the hospital because it's gonna be a lot of money. I would also like to preface, this man made $300,000 a year.
He was making a lot of money even for the time that this is discussed. It was even more money.
And he didn't want to pay the doctor bill to get me to the hospital. And so what he did is so cat fisting is because I was so small as a child. We would go out on a boat. We would go out on a boat on the water, and they would pick me up and put me in the water, and then I would put my arms into catfish holes, like their nests. They would bite on my arm, and then my like brother and my cousins would then pull me out, and then in return I would be pulling the catfish with me, and then we would have dinner.
This is not an unknown thing, because the term catfisting for me originates from an episode of King of the Hill where the rednecks do exactly this process. So like this
Great
is
way.
a
Great way to go
correct thing
fishing.
to apparently catfish.
But so my dad had a brilliant plan. He poured hydrogen peroxide on the gaping wound on my arm. Smart. He put black salve on it, which we found out.
Yeah, later on I did inform you that that is in fact a strong carcinogen.
But then what he did was he heated up a spoon really, really, really hot and then just pressed it on the fucking wound to basically burn it closed. And he's like, don't tell your mother. So he just kept giving me ibuprofen and Tylenol to shut me the fuck up and wrapped it up. He's like, we're going to wrap it up and bandage it and we're going to leave it that way for like 2 weeks and we just won't tell your mom. It worked. I think.
Just
I didn't lose
crazy shit.
So then, should I tell? Sure. I was like 10. It's fine. So
Cauterization for a child is wild.
So when I was, again, mom left. Mom had gone to Kentucky to spend time with family, which meant and she took my brother with her, which meant it was just me and my dad at home. Which, like, as you can tell, I'm also not a smart child. I mean, I was a child. I was not smart at all. And I got my period for the first time around this time when my mom left. Because I got my period when I was really young. Got it around 10. I'm gonna go swimming in the creek, right? And we're gonna, like, whatever. So I went swimming in the creek by myself. I caught some crawfish. And I was, like, coming back home with the bucket. No, it does not go. Well, funny thing is, things aren't good when my mom is there either, but they're really bad when my mom is gone. Because my mom would like her biggest fear was me being overweight, and so every morning she would weigh me, and if I was over 93 pounds, she wouldn't unlock the cabinet so I could have food. She would leave the cabinets closed.
Like
and
insane shit.
And when you are under 93 pounds, then I will unlock so you can have a proper meal. So, mom was also fucking crazy. But, so, if a pad gets too wet, this might be TMI, but I don't care. If the pad gets too wet, it just eventually just kind of dissolves. And what's left are the little beads that absorb the blood. I went home, went to shower, because I was in a creek. So I was covered in, like, foam and dirty water and mud or whatever. And I see these little tiny red balls. My immediate thought is my pad didn't dissolve. My immediate thought was, oh, I got impregnated by a fish and these are my fish babies.
American health education. Just working as intended.
I was 10.
And by 10, we had been learning about that up here.
But the really funny part is I called my dad in. And I tell my dad, no, I also really suck. Like, I probably shouldn't have been, never mind. I tell my dad, and my dad comes running, and he's like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm like, Dad, I think a fish laid eggs in me. And he also sees the little red balls that look just like fucking fish eggs. And he's like, oh, what do we do? And so he calls my mom, and he's like, I think a fish assaulted our daughter. What do we do? And there's just like this super long pause, and my mom went, what? And after a very long discussion, we found out what happened. And then my mom would not stop making fun of my dad. Thankfully, she left me out of it because I was 10 and uneducated. But my poor father.
Every day I wonder why they started health education in Canada at like fucking like age 10 or like even younger, like sometimes like when you're in like 4th grade is usually when it starts. And I'm starting to realize like, no, they're correct.
I mean, when I was really young, because I didn't know that certain animals can't have babies together, I really, really, really wanted a dog horse. And so I would set up date nights between my dog Dodger and my horse Merino. Also, both boys, by the way, can't have babies. I would get a little folding table and I would put like a cloth on it and like a candlestick and like light a candle and like make them dinner to try to make them fall in love so they would have horse dog babies. And I did this. I did this for months trying to get these fucking creatures to have a child because I really wanted a horse dog baby. Never happened. I'm educated now, everybody.
Can't have babies, they're not trying hard enough.
Exactly. I really, really wanted them to have babies. Dodger and Marino, I thought they had great chemistry. Really, what happened is Dodger just really hated Marino. I thought Dodger was chasing Marino because he wanted to play. Really, Dodger wanted to fucking kill Marino. No one ever said I was a smart child.
We're having bad luck on the back end right
I do kind of
early
want to
stream,
fuck the fish
pretty
from
good,
Shape of
but-
Water.
I mean, it's just Abe Sapien, but like a little bit more monstery. So yeah, it checks out.
I'd fuck Abe Sapien.
I figured.
I don't have high standards.
There's like not a single. Well, okay, there are monsters in Hellboy, but I'll preface this by changing it to say there is not like a single main character that is humanoid that you would not probably, aside from maybe like Cronin, because Cronin is like a Nazi zombie.
I do really like Hellboy. I'm just like Hellboy, the main guy.
Like you've got Hellboy, you've got Abe Sapien, you have the twin elves from the second movie. You have Rasputin, where for some reason he's bald. One time stuck my finger in a hole in the wall at daycare. I went to, and they had to call people to make the hole bigger to help me get my finger out.
It's too dumb shit, man. I should have a Bits bedtime story, and it's just me telling, like, every night before stream ends. It's me, like, saying a weird thing that had happened in my childhood. Like, when we thought that bleach and hair bleach were the same thing, and so my friend Kayla really wanted blonde hair, and so we filled a bucket with bleach and then dunked her head in it. Yeah. She's okay, but man, did she have to go to the hospital.
You're 10.
Okay, 10 years old is...
I mean, I can't say anything too much because there was a couple of people that were that age that got their tongues stuck to a post at my school.
Yeah, when it's cold.
Yeah.
Kids are dumb. It's funny watching kids do really stupid shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, that's like part of the beauty of being an adult, right? Like, you're like, well, I'm past this point in my life. But not all the adults are, necessarily.
Like, whenever I see, like, a kid fall, I don't want to giggle, but you know.
No, it's a natural thing.
It's like, make sure the kid's okay. Once you make sure the kid's okay, then laugh.
Has this child ceased to live? No? Okay.
Like, I think it's funnier when kids fall than, like, old people, because it's like, the kid's gonna bounce back up. Its bones aren't even formed together yet.
Most kids are more versatile than old people, yes.
It's like, you see an old person fall, you're like, like, that might be it. Like...
There was a lady that went to my mom's clinic who my mom was talking to and was like, oh, and you know, how many, surgeries have you had? And they were like, oh, you know, I've replaced like one of my knees, both of my hips, one of my shoulders. I got this one bone swapped out, and I'm like, this person's a fucking cyborg. What are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, at that point, you've had so many things replaced. You're just a fucking homunculus. You're not even like. You're an artificial human.
like it's kind of impressive, even.
What's that thing about the ship where if you place so
The
many
ship of
things about the
Theseus.
yeah, it's like, is it even the same ship anymore?
You're not gonna ship a Theseus a human for a long time, though.
I mean, I think the hardest part would be the skin.
That's
You
correct,
know?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
You
could
could
probably do most
skin
of the
graft
bones.
somebody, like, completely, but it would probably kill them.
Yeah, you'd have to probably do it bits and pieces at a time. Like, okay, we're gonna do an arm, and then we'll do a leg, and then... After searching what state has the most cannibals, I really don't want to see what's the proper way to skin graft someone. So we're gonna leave that search for another day.
It's not a pretty process.
Not a pretty princess.
I didn't say that.
I did. This art is not going how I want it to go.
Yeah, the back end of these magic games are not going great either. So I'm feeling you.
Channel your anger for me. I don't have anger towards you, Desmond. I just know, Desmond, whenever I'm about to do something, whenever I say something, and then immediately the world decides to shit in my mouth, that I'm gonna look over, and you're gonna post some stupid little funny emo of a man laughing, and I'm gonna get really pissed off.
that is the famous content creator Total Biscuit. Rest in peace, Total Biscuit.
Bad time with s'mores from you was when I was at my aunt's place and she was toasting marshmallows on a pitchfork. I tried to grab one of the marshmallow, but it slipped down and it did. Ah!
I have no idea who that is. That's the face that the laughing emote is based on.
That sounds awful. One, because you've been duped by the s'mores, you know, like, the pain is one thing, but the disappointment's just a whole nother ballgame.
I believe he died of colorectal cancer. I believe that is correct.
That's so sad. What?
Oh, this was like 10 years ago.
Oh, this means not sad.
He was a huge force in the industry back then.
Hmm.
I am almost as old as Total
guy?
Biscuit. Oh yeah, no, Total Biscuit rolled. It was great. Okay. He was a bit of an asshole, but like...
Asshole doesn't mean you're not, like, a good guy.
No, like, that was the thing. It's like, he was a bit of an asshole, but that was, like, the bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he was a cool dude. A lot of YouTubers and content creators probably would not be doing that sort of stuff if it wasn't for...
Oh.
He got in there real early with that sort of stuff.
There's a couple of YouTubers that, one, I forget their names, so I can't, like, go see how they're doing. But it's like, I want to know, like, please tell me you're still a good like, do you remember that one? He was, like, a really, really, really big guy. Not, like, numbers-wise, like, weight-wise. He was a really big guy, but apparently he was really nice. And he was like, he did games, but his whole thing was like trying to lose weight. I don't remember what the fuck. I just remember people were like, oh, he's an asshole. And then I never heard anything about him ever again. I was like, no. It's like, I liked his content. He seemed so nice. What do you mean he was bad?
If Noid was candy, would he be gummy candy or hard candy with a sweet sour coating?
Blue.
Yeah,
Which is a joke only you will understand.
Just tastes like blue candy. I like to imagine...
Oh yeah, Boogie!
I imagine it would just be sour. Just pure sour. Again, Sour Bill. Listen, I'm not
Black
acknowledging
licorice.
that... Yo, you know what? No, that's actually extremely on brand. I love licorice. I was considering buying some of, like, this, like, fucking... particular brand of it because it's like made the traditional way, so it's like salty and everything. And I'm like, that seems really good, but then I was not willing to pay the money to get it because it's like it has to be imported. Good thing for me, I'm a sour candy masochist. Masochists are always welcome here. We derive the pain of others as a pleasurable sensation. Did they ever actually kill any of my guys? I don't know what I even have in there. Oh, they did actually get rid of some of my... Okay, cool.
But yeah, Misty, Boogie is the correct answer. Last time I heard he was an asshole, and then I just never looked anything up of him.
Yeah, they're not an ideal person.
Which makes me sad, because he was like a sweet guy at first.
Yeah, but then he fell down the being an internet creator pipeline.
Like child stars.
I mean, he was also being actively harassed by, like, some of the most annoying people on the internet.
Oh,
but
was he?
Yeah, but he also did suck. Like, don't confuse this for, like, that being a justifiable thing. The man also was ass.
Okay.
But, like, he did have a guy, like, coming to his house and, like, threatening to fight him.
Okay, so when we say he was an ass, are we saying, like, just genuine, like, generally?
No, like, he became, like, a bad person.
Or is he, like, saying slurs?
I don't know about the slurs. I do know he did just become, like, a bad person, though.
Great.
But, like, you know. What can you do? Because, like, for instance, one of the big reasons because he didn't get canceled, but he did do crimes. But they were not
11
like...
o'clock on the dot and Beans is standing here screaming. I'm already in bed.
They're not huge crimes. But, like, a guy threatened to come and, like, fight him. And he was like, yeah, okay, fine. Fucking come to my house. I've got a gun. I'll just fucking shoot you. And then the guy came to his house. And then he came out pointing the gun, like, finger on the trigger. No discipline. And then when the guy made, like, one move, he aimed the gun up and started shooting into the air in the middle of his neighborhood.
Oh my god.
And it was like, all of you are stupid. Like, you should never have gone to that guy's house. You should never have answered the door. Like, both of you are super stupid. Like, Notch getting rich and falling down misogynist pipeline the second that he sold Minecraft. Yeah, the Minecraft guy turning into a huge Nazi was very weird.
What?
Yeah, the guy that made Minecraft is, like, a huge crypto-fascist now. Well, I'm not even crypto. He's, like, outright. And he just, like, really hates women. Par for the course, you know? What do you expect kind of thing?
Yes, hello, Beans. I know, it's 11 o'clock. I'm already in bed, though. You don't gotta tell me to go to bed. I'm already in bed. Honey, I see those little paws. I smell your stinky breath. I love cat breath.
You really do.
I love my cat. I jokingly am like, I got those fucking parasites that the rats get that make rats, like, love cats. What is it? toxoplasmosis or whatever.
Yeah, toxoplasma.
I got those, don't I?
Wait, why did the person quit just from me killing the fucking bird? Was that their whole plan? Were they just trying to wait me out to kill me with the bird and that fucked everything up? That's so stupid. Posted your thoughts on the Boogie story in the Discord. I believe you.
Bean.
Wow, this place is a freak show. I don't respect literally any of you people.
What happened?
That's just Pasta's response to the fucking Boogie scenario.
Oh.
That's very good. That's very funny. Yeah, no, all of that stuff is very weird.
Is there a famous person that if they turned out to be an asshole, you'd be like, oh man?
Keanu Reeves. Peter Stormare.
Who's Peter Stormare? I'm really bad with names.
In American Gods, he was fucking like Chernobog,
The hot guy.
The guy that was opposite Ian McShane. Yeah, the oily guy. This is not a good hand. I should have moved this hand. Like, Peter Stormare looks like a fucking greaseball, but like every time I hear about it, it's like he's apparently really nice.
He's so attractive, man.
It's like, I could believe that a lot of these people might hold, like, some beliefs that I disagree with, but it's like, unless they're out there saying, like, horribly misogynistic shit or slurs, like, for the most part, I'll just kind of, like, shrug and go, they're 70. You know, like, there's a certain threshold where you have to be, like, some people that are old are just gonna be that.
Peter Stormare, Ian McShane, and, what's that guy's name? That your mom was like, ugh, when I was,
oh,
when I was
Spader.
like, he's so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So attractive. And then, I don't know the actor's name. I just know him, as, Dan Connor. That actor, but preferably the 1980s or like the 90s
we've had that
where
conversation a bunch of times, yeah.
where he's very fat.
You want the actually fat version of it, yeah.
Some of the most attractive men to me.
It's wild to think though for like James Spader, because like James Spader when he was young, and when I say young, I mean like before he was in Stargate, right? Like, people thought he was a
good-looking guy.
People thought he was hot when he was really young. Like teenage into his early 20s. But then the second that he got old, even a little bit, the second that his face started to not be skinny anymore, everyone was like, this man's not attractive anymore. And then he just became the go-to guy to make a nerd in things.
Which sucks, because I do think he's, like, honestly a great actor.
I'm gonna send you a picture, and I want you to judge whether or not you think that it's attractive or too Reddit. Because this is... If he's attractive or if he's too Reddit-y looking in this. Because this is a picture of him.
Reddit-y?
You'll understand.
Okay, here's the thing. What if I saw a guy posting a picture like this trying to be serious? I'd be like, he's very milady. However, because it is this man, 10 out of 10 will suck his dick.
Because you know.
Yeah, because I know.
There's an energy already present.
But he has to talk to me like how he talks to people in that show.
That's the thing. That's just, it turns out, how he talks in real life.
Like, I want him to be an asshole the entire time.
I like to hope Nick Cage doesn't suck. Nick Cage alternates between sucking really hard and being like one of the most genuine people you've ever heard. It's like really dependent on the week you catch Cage. Like,
isn't he just weird?
He is eccentric to the point where I would say sometimes it is bad. Like, for instance, he once purchased like a dinosaur's skull because
Okay.
he wanted to own like a dinosaur skull, but then he got drunk and was like hanging out with another actor and ended up smashing the skull. And it's like, you should not be
Mm.
able to be near that thing when you're like...
But that's not him being like saying slurs and thinking
No,
gay
but
people
I,
are
as
awful.
a like person who is like a historical nerd, it's like you took
Yeah,
a
no,
thing that could never be
that's
replaced and you destroyed it.
that's literally just him making poor choices.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, is most of Nick Cage's problems seem to be poor choices.
Yeah, I'll take that. Fine, whatever. Like, is it bad still? Yes. Are you objectively a bad guy? Nah, you're just kind of stupid. Fine. Fine. The bar's in hell. Are you eating babies? No? Fine.
I do know that like one of his exes had alleged that there was like domestic violence involved, but also like we don't know. But also like given that he is a notorious drunk, I'd believe it. But, you know, it's one of those things that we don't know. There's no way to actually have the coherent story on that, so I can't really say anything. I'm not gonna fucking put libel out there or slander. I'm sorry, fucking plant cat?
Yeah, actually though, pasta. It's like, okay, you're really bad with money and like, yeah, it's like not good, but you're not hurting innocent people.
If you're
Fine.
abusing people, that's a bit worse. Yeah, exactly. The tricky part is whenever somebody's getting divorced is always the like, is this just real or not?
Mm-hmm.
Because unfortunately, people do just be lying sometimes. But also, again, I wouldn't put it past, like, a person who is, like, drunk beyond their gourd. But then that becomes, like, an issue of, like, alcoholism. Which is its own new problem. Like, that was one of the things that happened with, like, Boogie. Boogie became, like, a huge drunk. And then also got into, like, a really codependent relationship. Like, for context, like, there was, like, a huge age gap between Boogie and his current girlfriend. Boogie's current girlfriend was, like, 3 years old when he first started his YouTube channel.
Jesus.
So she is, like, a young woman. Oh, I don't think I ever got answered why is there lettuce in the corner. It's a cabbage, actually. Can't be doing that. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. It's a cabbage because Avatar: The Last Airbender has cabbages. And so there's a stage where you can destroy the cabbage guy's cart. And if you destroy the cabbage guy's cart, it does the "my cabbages" line, and then you get this as a reward. So incentivize you, like, clicking on the map, because sometimes when you click on maps, see, like, this stuff happens. This is not going well. We're gonna lose again. So, like, the first half of this was just insane unconditional wins, and the last half of this is just gonna be insane unconditional losses.
Okay.
Yeah, but, like, it sucks, because, like, I'm just playing for the playing's sake, and thus I'm not getting anything out of it, so I feel like I'm wasting my time.
Just
Remember
playing
Hearthstone
and
having
entertaining.
fun map effects from 15 minutes of Hearthstone you played? Apparently Hearthstone people are like slowly getting into playing Magic, which I think is really funny.
You're playing and you're entertaining people. It's fine. You're not playing for no reason. Shut up. Shut up and play. Cracks whip.
Maximum whipping. Fucking Pat's playing 14 and as a result of that he posted, by the way, if you gift me subs you get an in-game pony for reals. Because right now they have a giveaway where if you give away 3 Twitch subscriptions, you get a gay horse.
It's pretty good.
You should do that. You could do that. Noid, you should stream 14 so people will gift subs. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think people are gonna come to me to gift subs. I already gifted sub in another channel to get the horse. Well, there you go.
I don't know how gifting subs works, and I'm poor.
Basically, you just are paying for somebody else to get, like, a Twitch sub.
Sorry, people in chat. I ain't buying anybody nothing.
Pretty much.
I have a expo to go to this weekend.
Expo.
I have an expo to go to this weekend.
Expo.
I'm gonna buy a bunch of dead things.
Hooray. Dead things. Man, that's fucked up. Somebody made like an AI Vincent van Gogh and put it at a gallery, and it's like, hey, you can talk to this thing. And I'm just like, dude, I would stand in front of that all day just making it crash. Like, I'm gonna try to do the thing to the AI where they start going, and then once it starts looping like that, if they come and fix it, I'm just gonna come back and do it again.
That's really dumb.
I don't like that they keep killing all my things, man. Why am I not allowed to have fun now? What happens? How did we end up here? I do really want this card, actually, though. Come on, man. Just do your attack. Come on, you know you want to. I mean, I'm not going to block anyway, so, like, it doesn't matter.
I don't know why I'm struggling to draw bits fucking, like, do the outlines so bad.
Sometimes things are hard. Alright, they're gonna wipe me next turn, so it's like, whatever. Yeah, yeah. This deck needs some work. It's either way too strong or way too weak. There's no in between. Alright, I think I'm good on magic for